afternoon. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to do a short video real quick before I head out to go to my mom's. Miss Mary's son is here. So he can take care of her for a moment. And I wanted to just do a little video for us today. Let's move this over that way a little bit off of me. Okay, all right, Spirit, what virtues are you working on in the collective right now? I have a feeling it's honesty, contentment, wisdom, okay, and forgiveness. There's honesty. I knew it wasn't far away. We haven't quite got to the truth yet, but we're working towards it. Okay, what tarot energy is working in the collective spirit? I have a feeling we're having a tower or a chariot. Oh, the Emperor and the Chariot in reverse. This Emperor is trying to overcome something. All right, what's not working? They've lost their patience, maybe. Lost control. I think feelings. They've lost control of their feelings somehow. All right. And how do we overcome this? The devil. We get mad. We get angry. And hope on the bottom of the deck. So finally, we have reached a point of honesty here. Is what it's looking like. We're finally getting to a truth. Okay. How do I want to move forward from here, Spirit? Talk to me out of this. Talk to me out of this. What's going on here? Talk to me about what's going on here, Spirit. Contentment again. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here resting in God. So we're remembering that we're okay where we are. We don't have to be there. We aren't there anymore where we used to be. But we're content with where we are right this moment. And service. Spirit said go one more time. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm feeling. We have feelings. We're lonely. And we have compassion here. I think somebody's in their feelings and they're lonely, and somebody else is being compassionate towards this person. Somebody is, their emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. And when you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude, and that's when kindred spirits can finally come. And I feel that deeply in my soul. Compassion. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel ever deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. So we're in our feelings. We're content with what's going on in our lives, but we are in our feelings, and we do have this sense of loneliness. And I think it's because a lot of us are indeed single. We're in solitude. We are in separation from the people that we love, whether they're incarcerated or whether they're in another state or whether they don't acknowledge us as a part of their life. And isn't that the hardest part, when people don't acknowledge us? And they don't express these feelings that they have. It's so important to express our feelings to other people, because we can't assume that they know how we feel. People need to know how we feel. It can't be an unspoken. And oftentimes in relationships, that's what you have. And then we have companionship on the bottom of the deck. So somebody deeply wants companionship. I feel that strongly. When you fully bless and embrace your aloneness, You're ready for the one who you are meant to be with you. You're ready for the one who's meant to be with you, or the ones who are meant to be with you, more than one. May I welcome this solitude, knowing it will open the way for all healthy relationships. Beautiful. Okay. All right, what do you want to do next? Let's just look at these. I haven't used these in a while. Talk to me, Spirit, about this. Those of us who are in our feelings, we're content. We're learning to be content. And we're in our feelings. We're lonely. And we want this compassion and companionship. Talk to me about that. Thank you so very much. Snake. Live according to your divine essence. We have to live according to our divine essence. That purest part of us, the part that is attracted to spirit, that is the spirit of us, the essence of us, who we are at the core. And we might need to find new ways of solving problems. We have to be true to ourselves and live according to our divine essence. We have to be true to ourselves. And we have to be honest about what's going on in our life. We can't live in a fantasy world either. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Thank you so very much. We have the snake and the bear. That might somehow be significant to you. Use your power with wisdom. Use your power with wisdom. And we see we have wisdom here. That means something to somebody. When we have attachments to people, we have, in a sense, power. And we have to use that with wisdom. We can't use it foolishly. We can't play games. We can't play mind games. We can't do things that we know are going to hurt that person just because we're hurting. We have to be true to ourselves and live according to the divine essence within us. Be content and embrace your feelings. Embrace the loneliness. Embrace these things. And dare to be different. Dare to be different. Dare to live your life authentically and be different. Okay? Alright, one more time, Spirit says. One more time. One more time. Thank you, Spirit. The bat. See through illusions into truth. There are some lies, and we have to see through them. We have to see through the illusions and see the truth. There are going to be illusions that are going to try and confuse us and get us off course. But we have the Holy Spirit within us to lead us into all truth. And we can be content. We can have these feelings of loneliness, and we can be compassionate towards others when they have them. And we can have companionship with the right people. But we don't need to seek out companionship just because we're lonely. We have to allow Spirit to fill those lonely parts of ourselves. And then recognize your significance. You might be into unicorns or rainbows. I don't know if you can see that because this light coming through the window is so bright. Alright. What did I do with the box? There it is. Alright, let's move on to something else. I'm going to do different cards today. I'm just feeling like doing something totally different. I'm tired of the same old cards. I'm tired of the same old messages. We already know we're in separation from people. We know that. We need to be content and embrace the feelings of loneliness that we have. And we need to have compassion on ourselves and on others. And we have to use wisdom with our power, okay? Whatever that means to you. And I see a lot of star alignments going on right now. And it has to do with the sun rather than the moon for some reason. That might be the moon. It's just a really powerful super moon. Alright, let's see what we can get out of here. What message can you get to us from the Holy Spirit? Well, if I can get them to shuffle. If I can get them to shuffle. What message can you get to us from the Holy Spirit? Come a message for the collective. Talk to us about these feelings of loneliness and compassion. Root girl, the disowned self. This is about that part of ourself that's wounded. The part that we don't like to acknowledge. The lonely part, the sad part, the hurt part, the wounded part, the part that's traumatized, the part that's dry and withered and that needs to be loved, that needs to have compassion. We have the divine feminine on the bottom of the deck. All right, what else, Spirit? This is about the part of ourselves that is dry and withered and that needs refreshment from Spirit. Some of us are really in pain right now or lonely. We're having a lot of feelings come up to the surface. I have the divine matrix and the fates. The divine matrix and the fates with the power of community. And it is important that we not isolate ourselves and that we have others around us. This is a community, and that's why I encourage you to comment on the videos and to open up to one another and to embrace one another. All right, let's see what these mean. Number 24. You don't have to do this alone for sure. You might have been thinking and acting like you were the only one in the dream creating your life. The galactic mushroom arrives as a playful yet potent reminder that you need to get with your higher power. The universal laws are not for you to benefit only. The law of attraction does not exist just to serve up your desired outcome. The matrix of consciousness called Source, God, Spirit, and many other names is intricately woven into life. There is so much complexity that the human mind cannot comprehend all the moving parts. It's impossible to see beyond what you already know, just as the head of the mushroom is clearly visible above the soil, but not the living biome below. The thread-like mycelium of fungi form vast, intricate networks underground, connecting different life forms with one another in a kind of internet of the plant kingdom. Imagine the divine matrix serving the same way, connecting the individual consciousness with that of the divine. The galactic mushroom reminds you that your dreams and desires are heard. This is a call for faith and trust. Whatever intention you hold consistently with hope and faith first manifests in the unseen realms. Whether or not you can see it working on your behalf, eventually you see the evidence play out in the serendipitous events that work in your favor, seemingly outside the law of cause and effect. Your most beautiful results are being birthed right now, not just for you, but for the highest good of all. And so what this is saying to me is that you feel forsaken, like withered, like the things that you desire are not materializing. And Spirit is encouraging you to know that even though you can't see it, they are in fact coming to pass, okay? So you have to trust. This is about trust. It's about being content, and it's about being in your feelings right now because of loneliness. And the holidays can be incredibly lonely times if your family is no longer with you. And then we have number 49, the fates. And even if they are, because you might not get along with your family very well, or they might not understand you very well. I totally understand that. The fates. That which we cannot change, non-judgment. It is written in the sky that you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you and you alone. That does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds. Nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It is just your path, with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. In this way, whatever you're faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection. Not good or bad, neither in flow nor blocked, this nor that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open to the power of curiosity. unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fears as you look ahead into the potential of the future. Yes, you still need to be brave. Right now, you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, a choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it, whether it be a heart connection, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work or another area of life. With all your heart and soul. Your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. So, Spirit is encouraging you already here to come up out of this withered place that you're at and your feelings of loneliness, to know that you're connected, that there's something happening you can't see, and that it's written in the stars that this is your destiny, and you need to jump into your destiny with both feet and be courageous. So we have 10, which is 1, 6, and 13, or 4. 10, 6, 4 might be a significant date for you. All right. So, and then we have the power of community, which is about us coming together in community. All right, any other messages, Spirit, before I close this? All right, we're going to get messages from here. All right, messages for the collective, Spirit. What would you say to us out of this deck of cards? Grieve your losses. You've had a wake-up call. Grieve your losses. Somebody's had a wake-up call. All right, anything else? Count your blessings. Imagine solutions. Make no judgments again and live life to the fullest. With begin to explore on the bottom of the deck. All right, now let me get you a few more messages out of here and see what Spirit would say to us out of the Spellcasters. What would you say to us out of Spellcasters, Spirit? You need to trust the truth. Truth and trust. If somebody's honest with you, that's special, isn't it? And you can trust people who are honest with you. That's beautiful. If somebody's honest with you, even if it hurts, isn't that beautiful? All right, anything else? Somebody's hurting. There's going to be a transformation because of forgiveness. A transformation because somebody is going to be brave and forgive. And we see that's what's coming overall here. Somebody's going to be transformed by the power of forgiveness. And it truly is freeing when we can forgive somebody for the wrongs that they've done. It frees us and it frees them. It's such an important part of life. And when we hold resentments, we're holding ourselves hostage. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. And we're all human beings. We all make mistakes. And that's what it means by use power with wisdom. Because if you're holding a resentment, you're not using your power with wisdom. You're using your power the wrong way. Because the forgiveness unlocks. If somebody's done something horrendous or even minor or whatever they've done, the simple act of forgiving that person is heroic. It's truly heroic. It takes a lot of courage to forgive an unforgivable act. And I know with these relationships, with the twin flame dynamic, there's always something. And sometimes it's a continuous something. And they can make us feel incredibly lonely because we long for that person so dearly, and we can't have them because they've done something. They're with somebody else. They're in another life. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen. But we have to forgive. Forgiving, Spirit, help me with forgiveness. You know, I've had to forgive people in my life. I've had to forgive myself. I've think that's one of the hardest people to forgive is ourselves. But a lot of relationships have been destroyed because of unforgiveness. When we forgive somebody, we set ourselves free and we set them free. It takes a big person to forgive. A small petty person can walk around with a resentment and they can talk trash about the other person, but it takes a giant to forgive. It takes the Holy Spirit helping us to forgive. But we can do it if we're willing. And you don't even have to do it. If you'll become willing, Spirit will take the rest. Spirit will do the rest. If you just become willing to forgive somebody. I'm going to be willing to try to let this resentment go. Because it's eating me alive. It's killing me. It's like a cancer inside of me. It's like blood poisoning. And it will come out in some way physically if you hold the resentment for long enough. So, Spirit is indicating that we need a transformation in our lives because we need to forgive somebody. And you know who that person is. You're already thinking of them. And there's probably still quite a bit of anger there. But anger is a secondary emotion. Anger isn't even really an emotion. Anger is because we have been hurt. And we have a defense mechanism of anger. When we have anger, we might still be in a little bit of denial about how we feel. We haven't gotten in touch with the fact that we're hurt. All right. Anything else, Spirit? And your feelings are valid. And you can forgive without being somebody's best friend. This is about somebody that's in love. Or that you love. This is about a family member or a lover or child. Somebody in your life that you love needs your forgiveness. And there's no greater gift. And if you can forgive that person and make amends and the two of you can be reunited, that's even more beautiful. And you're not responsible for how they receive your forgiveness either. You're only responsible for your part in it. But always make sure if you're asking for forgiveness that you take responsibility for the offense and that you don't make excuses for why you were right in the offense. It's called humility. And even if you were wrong, you don't want to be a doormat, but you want to open the door so that the person can at least walk through if they want to. And then it's up to them what they do with the forgiveness. Okay? Okay. Spirit says you're going to have good luck too. So maybe this person is going to be a part of your life again. Maybe not. It depends on whether or not you want them to be a part of your life again or whether they would like to be a part of your life again. But for some reason, it's being indicated here that there's going to be truth that you can trust. Somebody's going to tell you something and you can trust what they're saying. Spirit's saying you can trust it. And you're going to have a transformation in your relationship because of forgiveness. And it's somebody you love. And you're going to live according to your divine essence and use your power with wisdom. Because you have the power to be angry at this person. You have the power to talk trash about this person. You probably are all within your rights to say and feel the way you feel. But using your power with wisdom means that you choose to not hold this against that person any longer. You choose to set yourself free from that. You choose to let it go and to let God take care, to let karma take care of the situation. And when you've truly forgiven somebody, you no longer want them to be punished for it. And you may even watch them go through karma for it, and then you regret that the offense ever happened. Because you hate to see that person going through so much. That's true growth spiritually. All right, anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Let's not hold resentments. Let's forgive and love and allow other people to be who they are. You can put space there. You can set boundaries if this is somebody that's apt to hurt you again. You don't have to be their best friend. but you will, in fact, lighten your own load. Remember? You'll lighten your own load. This is turning out to be beautiful. And Spirit's going to give you the willpower to speak up, to say what you need to say. Because you have a hard time saying what you need to say for some reason. But it's important that you speak up when it comes to this situation, according to what I'm seeing on this table. Alright. Anything else you want to say, Holy Spirit? I am going to pull a little tarot on this. But let me get a message out of here. Oh, we already got a message out of here. Spirit, you're so loving and kind to me when I'm so frail and human and make so many mistakes. I have a feeling this is a relationship. Let's see what would come out of here. Spirit's telling me to get these cards. Alright. What would this person say to you if they could say anything they want? I've tried my best to move on, but I can't seem to let you go in the very near future and within a few months. So they've been battling this too. They wanted to move away from this completely. Like, I think they were done with this. And I think they're considering it still. And they're going back and forth in their mind like, I need to do this, but it can wait. It can wait a few months for some reason. I don't know what their battle is. Alright. What else would they say? I feel like you've moved on without me, and that's difficult for me to see. So something you did making this person feel like they're jealous. They're having jealousy. Jealousy is the green-eyed monster, isn't it? And it's okay to be jealous. In fact, it proves that you really care about, that you really love somebody. But we have to be careful with our jealousy. Jealousy will destroy a relationship. Because it's an indication that you can't trust somebody, that they're not telling you the truth. If somebody truly loves you, they're not going to intentionally make you jealous. And if something they're doing does make you jealous, you need to speak up so that that person can stop doing that. And if they are doing it intentionally, that's a whole nother level of manipulation. But Spirit is saying that this person's telling the truth and you can trust it. I don't know what that's about. I have a hard time trusting anyone. I'm doing just fine on my own. So it looks like to me that somebody does in fact have trust issues. And when you have trust issues, jealousy can easily become a problem. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the other person is intending to make you jealous, but you just automatically don't trust anybody. So if you're dealing with somebody who has trust issues and they have jealousy, don't be surprised. Alright, what would the other person say here, Spirit? I'm not sure if this is a good idea. I'm overthinking everything. What will everyone else think? So, somebody here worries about what other people would think. Somebody here has tried to move on because of being jealous. And they were thinking about doing it now. And then they said, well, wait a few months because they're jealous. And then we have somebody who's worrying because of what everyone else thinks. This relationship will never last. This relationship is very dysfunctional because when you love somebody, you trust them and you don't care what anyone else thinks. You care what they think. I feel like I've lost you and I'm not coping well with this. There's just been some kind of argument and somebody is going through feelings of loneliness and they feel isolated, and Spirit wants to transform this with forgiveness. Alright, what would you say out of here, Spirit? You need to have patience, and we see patience here. You've lost your patience. Alright, what else? There's trust. Cards going everywhere. They were trying to pop out, and I was trying not to let them. But somebody needs support right now, and you need to trust. And it could be somebody that you're married to, or it could be a relationship that's leading to marriage. And we have here and now. But your true love is already a part of your life. This is somebody that you need to have support, trust. You need marriage with this. This is somebody you might be married to that you need to know that you can trust them and that they're supporting you and that they're here for you now and that they're being patient with you. And if you're not married to them, this is leading to marriage. It says so. And it could be a soulmate. Alright, anything else, Spirit? I got friendship, time apart, true love, and friendship. With finances on the bottom of the deck. Alright, what would you say out of here, Spirit? Pack your bags. Get the hell out of town. It'll make you lovable again. So maybe you're going to see this person or you're going to see somebody else. Stop trying to control every damn thing and let shit go. Don't be so extra. And it isn't personal. Shit's not always about you. And I think that's exactly what happened here. Is somebody did something and you thought that they were doing it intentional, or reverse the roles if you need to. And it wasn't personal. This person wasn't doing anything to hurt anybody. But somebody here has trust issues and they're jealous. And those two things are not going to work in a relationship. You have to be able to trust somebody. And then we have fill in the blank. So there's something else going on here too that only you and this person would know about, but Spirit knows. Since we had finances, talk to me about the finances here, Spirit. Somebody gets recognition. Maybe you're jealous of that. Maybe you're jealous of their recognition. All right, what about the other person's finances? It's supposed to be a partnership. You're supposed to be partnering up with this person. It may be your husband or your wife. And it's time to take action. All right, anything else? You need to be a sport. Get into your life purpose and stop being unreliable. Because that's what's making this unstable. Somebody's not on the same team here for some reason. All right, what would you say to this person that's jealous and has trust issues, Spirit? What would you say to the one who's jealous and has trust issues? There's a lot here. All right, first of all, I have karmic partner. Okay? The answer is yes to a commitment, but it's about divine timing, and this person is awakening, and somebody is watching you, observing everything that you do, and I'm guessing it's probably this person and this karmic partner. All right, what about this recognized person over here? Spirit says that this is your twin flame, and you will be together in the next summer. You will be together next summer. But right now, somebody needs to get rid of their pride and ego. Pride and ego. Alright, so I'm being told to draw these. Spirit, can you talk to me about why the Chariot's here with the Emperor in reverse? Because of equality. Alright. What about equality? Somebody needs to be patient. They know they're starting something new. They know they took a risk because they're a high priestess. Okay? That's a lot of major arcana. Sagittarius is here. Aries is here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Virgo. Why is patience here? Beautiful, beautiful cards, by the way. Because of an 8 of Cups. Because somebody was about to leave this, or did leave this. Clarify the 8 of Cups as about to leave this. Oh, there was an argument and somebody said, I'm out of here. I'm over this. I'm leaving, or I'm about to leave. Alright, why is the Devil here? I have a feeling that you got mad. Capricorn's here. Sagittarius, Aries, and oh, the Queen of Fire. The Queen of Fire said, I'm done. This is probably a Leo. She said, I'm done with this. Why is hope on the bottom of the deck? Because somebody is feeling helpless and hopeless. And what's going to happen about that? Somebody's dreams are coming true. And it's this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles dreams are coming true. And somebody's spying. About to be a wheel, baby. You're about to have a wheel. And there's a King of Fire under that. Clarify the wheel. What happens when this wheel turns? There's about to be some karmic justice here. Whew, I have a lot of cards. Alright, we've got a King of Wands, a Five of Pentacles, and a Ten of Pentacles. So we have this very passionate person that's feeling like they have nothing. They're feeling lonely. They're feeling upset. They're in this mentality of feeling like they've been left out. Feeling left out. But it's actually leading to everything. You have two people here, though. You have this King of Wands you're going to have a wheel with. Well, who is the King of Pentacles dreams coming true with? This is somebody that you're in love with. Why is the King of Wands here then? Because of a Six of Cups, a Tower, and the Magician. Because this is your past life love that you've manifested. You have two people here. One of them you love, and the other one is, clarify the Tower, some kind of connection for you. This is somebody you work with. Alright? Clarify working with this person. The Queen of Cups came out. Not only do you work with them, but you're in love with them. You have two people here. And you have unconditional love for both of them. Reverse the roles if you need to, but you have two people that you love dearly here, and they don't have to be romantic. Anything else you want to say? Outcome here. Outcome. Right now you think this is over. Right now you think it's over and you're mad. Advice, Spirit. The Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles. It's time for you to get independent, Emperor. You need independence. You need to be on your own 2 feet, standing tall like that lion right there. And you might be a Leo. You could be a Capricorn, a Sagittarius, an Aries. You could be an air sign. You could be any sign. But you're about to have a transformation, and it's going to begin with you forgiving. That's where it's going to start. This has been an awesome reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Emperor, what do you need to surrender, sweetheart? Show us, Spirit, what he needs to surrender. Surrender to your full power. Step into your power, Emperor. Anybody else here? Surrender to Spirit. What else? I wouldn't be surprised to see resentment. Somebody's in denial. You need to let Spirit amaze you. What else? I know we got some resentments that need to be surrendered. Your fear. That's probably at the bottom of all this. And allow Spirit to heal you. Completely heal you. Anything else? Defensiveness, negative thinking. One more time. Other people, compare yourself to others, divine timing, and to surrender to what is, with surrender to prayer on the bottom of the day. So maybe you've already allowed those emotions to transform, and you're ready to forgive. All right, what else, Spirit? Anything else you want to say here? What would you say out of this deck right here, Spirit? Hold on. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, we have what else could this mean? Okay. Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment, or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? There's always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? So if somebody does something and you feel like they're doing it to you, maybe they're actually not doing it to you. Maybe it's because you have trust issues and you have jealousy. Alright. Are you worthy? Are you deserving? Do you feel loved? Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it, Maya Angelou. Today's soul action. For a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? Today's mantra, I am worthy of it all. And if you are making somebody jealous by acting certain ways, by talking to their friends behind their back, or by trying to mess around, be manipulative, lying, sneaking, all of those things, then that's a whole nother video, right? Okay, and Spirit didn't address that here, so I'm not going to either. But you know who you're dealing with and who they are at their essence, okay? Am I focused on what I want most? Are you focused on what you want most? And are you communicating what you want? Because that's important too. One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. And this emperor needs to step into their power. They need to decide what they want most, and they need to go for it with all of their heart. Today's soul action, what you focus on grows. Today ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values, or do I need to make adjustments? And then prioritize. And maybe we all need to make adjustments. If we're honest, maybe we all have things that we need to change our focus. Because we have to focus on what we really want. And this one says, am I clear on what my soul really wants? And I think that's also important here. And what am I most afraid of losing? And I think that when we're afraid of losing something and we don't say that out loud to the person, and we allow the jealousy and the trust issues to creep in, it creates some kind of push and pull dynamic. You know, you're not communicating that you know, I desire to have you in my life. You're not communicating that. The other person needs to hear that as much as you need to say it. And that would wipe out a lot of the trust issues. So are you clear on what your soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. And how many of us get in our head and don't listen to our heart? If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? What does your heart crave? And then take a step in that direction. Very, very important. Very important. All right, anything else, Spirit, before I close this message? What positive might come out? What might this person say once they've forgiven? What might this person say? I don't know if I can meet your expectations. So at the core, they feel like they're not enough. I know I screwed things up, and honestly, I have no idea how to fix them. All right, what would the other person say? We will be together again. Would you reject me? And I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. And my voice is gone. Like, it's so hard for you to open up and for you to communicate your raw feelings and emotions to people because of the trust issues and all of the junk. Angels, how are you helping in this situation? Nature. and prosperity. What else? Divine plan. What else? Communication. There's going to have to be communication, and there's also going to be a partnership. And I feel like for some reason that this person is trying to communicate with you through text messages, and maybe they erase them. But text messages don't work. Letters don't work. You need to speak to somebody, and they need to hear your voice when you have these conversations. In person if possible. All right, what healing needs to happen here, Holy Spirit? That was a lot. You need to be courageous. You need to love yourself. Say what you mean. And how teachable are you? All right. What about the other person? And that might be both of you. All right. The other person needs to have faith. They need to do inner child work. They need to take off their mask, and they need to start manifesting what they want. And pay attention to the signs. Alright, I think that's going to be it. I will get you one of these. Spirit, what would you say to this masculine? Expectations lead to disappointment, and spend time with the people who get you. Alright, that would do away with this. I worry about what other people think. Alright, what about the other person, Spirit? What would you say to them? Because truthfully, those people aren't going to have to. It's not rejection, it's redirection. Then maybe there's 3 people here. What about the other person? Timing is personal. Don't expect anyone to change theirs for you. Get out of your head. It feels familiar because it is. Get creative. Time is an illusion. Stop worrying. Don't let anyone play mind games with you. And there's so much to discover about yourself. And stop waiting by the phone for them. A self-empowered person waits for no one. And I think this is a karmic energy right here. Just saying. And we see that there's 2 people here. And you've had a tower with this one that you love that you're supposed to be working with. Alright, let's get dice. So who are we talking to? E is in egg, F is in Frank, F is in Frank, Q, O is in Otto, R is in Randy, W as in William. T is in Tony, V is in Vicky, Q, V is in Vicky, M, L is in Larry, I is in Isaiah. I is in Isaiah, E is in Emma, H is in Hannah, X, B is in boy, B is in boy, E is in Emma. Whoops. J is in John, A is in Andrew, J is in John, V is in Valerie, T is in Tony, E is in Emma, B is in boy. Alright, I'm going to go one more time and that's going to be it. N is in Nelson, K is in Kelly, P is in Pat, X, V is in Vicky, G is in girl, B is in Bobby. Alright, let me get some trinkets. And just because I don't call your initials doesn't mean it's not your reading. I have a mouse or a rat. I have a cross, an arrow that says love, a windmill, a peace sign inside of a heart, another peace sign. This relationship needs peace. And then I have that one that's given our conceptions, we make something. Anyway, love and be loved. Kind, free, brave, strong, happy, true to your heart, compassionate, thankful. Perhaps love. I have a little tiny elephant. I have a dolphin. I have a hand holding a heart that says love. I have a Taj Mahal. I have live in the moment. What's for you will not pass you by. I have an elephant. I have a heart, a fancy heart that says love. I have a cross with a sparrow. I have a hand for intuition. I have weakness is a choice. Strong is beautiful. A dragonfly. A bunny with a racket. A crown. The word love. A fish. A crown. I love you infinity. I have a sunshine, a shell, maybe your name is Shell because I have two shells. I have a feather, maybe you're finding feathers. I have a coin. I have a little seahorse, a baby seahorse they make for life. And I have an apple for a teacher or for temptation. Or maybe you just like to eat apples. Alright, so now let's print it from this side. Alright, I have a hand, a skeleton hand, a lotus flower, a ball, a marble, maybe you're finding marbles. I have a rose quartz heart, a light bulb, a Star of David, hi David, an Eiffel Tower, a skull, a fancy heart with a flower, a Kundalini trinket, a squid, a hand for intuition, a world, I love you to the moon and back, a fancy heart, you are always in my heart, I have a ball, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine, never, never give up, no matter where, a dollar sign, another feather, and 2 infinity signs. Alright, you guys, have a happy holiday, stay safe, and I'll be back when I get back from my mother's. I love you guys, and I hope that you will forgive. Bye-bye.